Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick. Because pointing a gun at me in my own body. I told you it was gonna end badly. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See, that boy you put down, he's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Oh, darling, see, as fine as that idea is, you know, I was thinking we could take a different tack. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? You Vault boys and girls carry yourselves different, like you matter. Plus your Pip-Boy was a dead giveaway, but that's beside the point. You think you can work from these schematics? Damn. Okay, let's see. New plan. We paint all the Brahmin, and then we...
Duchess, plan's fine. I can walk them through how to build it.
How's that exactly?
I was hunkering down for quite some time waiting for this headless monster thing to clear off on my last ammo hunt. Ended up reading some old training materials to pass the time, and guess what? Made some tapes on it.
Oh, Mort. Not the tapes.
You have a better option?
Not one that doesn't involve painting all my cattle. There you go, I suppose. You can talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76. It's a little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you? Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Crazy. Now that is just crazy. They hand you vault kitties, all this fancy equipment, and then just throw you to the wolves. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now, because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you? Allergies. Learned the hard way I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still beats being vaporized. I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans. Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice. Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm going to help you, I want something in return. All right, listen, I got this plan. You're going to help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rads? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink and doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Well, at least until the tapes take off. Some other time then. Son of a... What tiny fisted rat built... Oh, wait a second. The thing is hot. Hello? Hello. This is Mort McCoy. And welcome to the first of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former Vault resident or someone who killed a Vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plunking down your camp, C-A-M-P, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to... Crap. Where'd that go? Oh, here it is. Remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that clipped edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp. Construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for detainment, details, damn I had to get that one up, an eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, We'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's Edutapes. So long. Picture John. Come on. What was that? Hello, dedicated listeners. Welcome back to Headmaster Mort's Edutapes. Today, in this second tape, we are talking construction. Now, the first step of construction is... Wait, what? Is that soda? Soda's red, right? Wait, oh. Electing. First, electing what you're going to build. Once you've made that election, it's just 3 easy questions to construction success. 1. Is the location I've selected going to work for an object of the size and shape I'm building? 2. Have I read the schematics thoroughly? And 3. Do I have all the required materials too? What the hell bled on my notes? Saul! If I find out it was you, you're gonna bleed on... Whatever. Just finish work. Short on materials? Loot the local junkyard, mills, and warehouses for parts. Missing a critical schematic? Your local vendors might have just what you're looking for. And on that note, this has been Headmaster Mort's Edutapes. See you again soon. Solomon, so help me, this better be Sam. Where are you hiding? Welcome back, lovely listeners, to Headmaster Mort's final tape in the camp series, Powering Your Camp. After listening to the second tape, you should already be well trained enough to build a generator. If you haven't yet done so, I'll wait. Screw it. Alright, I'll assume you nailed it. Now, generators are the heart of your camp power system. Once your generator is built, all you need to do is connect it to the object that needs power with a wire. Though, be aware, your wire will need a clear, unobstructed path to establish and maintain a direct connection. Some objects, however, like simple light bulbs, do not require a direct connection. All you need to do is run a wire from your generator to a power pylon. Place the power pylon near your lights, then voila! Let there be lights! Well, this has been Headmaster Mort's Camp Construction Holotapes. Please check back with Headmaster Mort himself at the Wayward to learn more about his other exciting courses.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off. Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever...
Oh, hey there. Looking forward to hearing what you thought of those tapes. Now, what'd you want to discuss? Did you now? What did you think? I mean, yeah, that's what I thought too. I figured I'd do a couple more batches. I mean, I'll have this thing down. Headmaster Mort will be a household name before you know it. Thanks for being honest. Now, was there something else I could do for you? Some other time then.
You think the place looks good now? Wait till we're done rebuilding. Just need those hoodlums to stop breathing down our collective necks.
broadcast tape issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal. Target marked.